10 Cats, Hello Campers, David Walliams, Culture Vulture, Lauren Laverne, and their team captain, Jason Manford. And facing them tonight, Prince of Wales, Rhod Gilbert, Strike-Up Hose, Janice Dickinson, and their team captain, John Locke. Now, welcome your host, Jimmy Carr.
Hello and welcome to 8 out of 10 Cats, a show about survey statistics. And this week we're focusing on all the things that you find irritating, upsetting and offensive. Did you know, for example, English people moan for 100 minutes a day, a unit of time known as an EastEnders omnibus? According to a recent survey, Bombay is the rudest city in the world because it sounds like Bombay. And why isn't Bangkok on that list? And the film with the most swear words is Sex in the City. Well, it was when I fucking watched it. Let's get started. What are you talking about? That's the name of our first round. We've teamed up with a leading polling organisation and they've asked the British nation what things they find the most irritating, annoying and offensive. It's our panellists' job to guess the top 5. Jason, your team to go first. So Jason, Lauren, David, what do people find irritating, annoying and offensive?
Can I just say good luck, Jimmy, and have a great show, yeah?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Have a really great show, yeah?
Yeah, you too. That is quite an offensive and irritating thing, isn't it?
Is it the fact that people are so obsessed by celebrities?
Yeah, there's people in the papers all the time for shagging and that.
I know.
I mean, like Jordan has been the big one recently because she's remarried in Vegas. I mean, personally, I think it's clearly a love match that's going to work out. You know,
yeah,
she's a best-selling author, a writer. I wish her all the best.
Yeah.
Well, but does she write... You know, and she's written all these books. A lot of celebrity autobiographies are no holds barred. Hers are no holes barred.
I thought you were talking about me. Because I was writing books. And I had sex with celebrities, so...
Who have you had sex with?
All of them.
You've had sex with all of them?
Yes.
Oh.
Several times. You're next.
Who have you had sex with?
Okay, you haven't read my books?
I've read your books,
Of course
Janice.
not.
Oh. Okay, name names.
Liam Neeson.
Yes.
Sly Stallone.
Yes.
They're the two biggies in the book.
They weren't that biggie.
Let's just forget the show. Let's just talk about this.
Who else was on the list? Mick
Jack
Jagger?
Nicholson. But I dated these
Jack
men...
Nicholson?
Yes.
Well done.
Have you really shagged Jack Nicholson?
Yes.
What was he like?
The Joker was wild.
Nice.
The Joker was what? She's even got a line on it.
Janice just asked me, she said, do I sound like a slag? And I went, no.
But hang on. We were talking about Janice's autobiography, and to be fair, that is a different kettle of fish from, you know, Chantel off Big Brother's autobiography.
Well, a lot of them, it almost reads like when you remember at school and you have to write about your weekend. You have to they go, what did you do?
The news book on
This is
a
what I did
Monday.
on my holidays. I went out and played with friends. I did some skipping. I had some chocolate. I went out again and played with friends. We went to see Grandma. Then I married Wayne Rooney.
Sean, are you a fan of celebrity culture?
Yeah.
He loves it.
I think I can't wait till that copy of Heat hits the doormat. When does it come out? Every day? Tuesday.
Near enough, Sean, near enough.
It's weird. I do think what's weird about magazines like Heat is it's gossip. It's a gossip magazine. I was brought up to believe that gossip wasn't like a good thing. It was like on a moral par with like shoplifting or smearing shit on toilet doors, you know. It wasn't something you went on about.
I find those magazines quite hypnotising. Do you know what I think? When you walk in, they're always in that order, aren't they? Like, hello, look, closer, OK, now.
I hate the whole thing, celebrity culture, the whole Heat thing. If I wanted racism, ignorance and people wanking off a pig, I'd have stayed at home with my parents.
Let's have a look and see whether our obsession with celebrities has annoyed the public. Yes, the thing that offends us most is celebrity culture. These days, people want the rewards of being a celebrity without the long, hard slog of having to go out with David Walliams. A lot of people think that, you know, the kind of people that go on reality TV wouldn't be able to survive in the real world. Here's Big Brother's Nikki Graham working as a fisherman.
Hey, Nikki!
Nikki has no idea what jobs are about to hit her in the next 48 hours.
I'd quite like to work in a school, fashion industry, for a skincare company, but only for an hour or two, that's the problem. Is this actually fishing? Are we doing it now? Am I fishing now? In the net? Stop the boat. I'm gonna be sick.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
After an hour of trawling, the nets are raised. But Nikki still hasn't lifted a finger.
Crawling around on the boat.
We're going home now.
You've been saying that ever since I got on the boat.
That was, of course, Nikki Graham from Big Brother there, being a trawlerman.
It made me enjoy fish more. And that's the amount of pain she goes through for every fish I eat. She'd be better as bait, wouldn't she? Put her hook and chuck her overboard.
Right, what else do people find irritating, annoying and offensive? Sean?
Is it personal hygiene, Jimmy? Do people not like smelly people?
Yeah, especially in London, on the tube, bad breath, smelly armpits, all that stuff, that's going to be in there. People, yeah.
Sometimes it's nice because people have a manly smell.
Yeah.
Funky.
Funky?
I don't like funky odours, but, you know, some guys that, you know, have funk.
A lot of celebrities bring out perfumes, don't they? The only one who hasn't brought out a perfume is Amy Winehouse. And if she did, I think it would be called something like Landfill.
I think it might be called Amy Winehouse Pull My Finger.
Yeah.
You can imagine the bottle, though, would be just a little glass shaped of a crack pipe.
This is almost like a product development meeting now. Let's move on.
Sometimes with the... like, when you go to wash your hands after you've had a wee and that's quite a... People get very annoyed about that. And I do wash my hands. Sometimes I pretend to wash them and then come out and my wife's like, looks at me like I've washed them, so I have to do a little pretend dry of my hands. I'm drying nothing, but I like to pretend for her sake.
Have you heard that thing that in a bowl of peanuts on the bar there's like 11 or 20 or 30 different...
27.
What? 27 different types of urine?
You know that's why they're called peanuts.
See, I didn't...
Gotta let it go when that happens.
I didn't even know there were 27 different... I can only think of clear and cloudy, and I was stuck.
Yeah.
What else is there?
Let's have a look and see whether personal hygiene is something that annoys you British people. Yes, 47% of us find bad personal hygiene offensive. My girlfriend's actually got a cleanliness problem downstairs. Kitchen's a fucking state. OK, Jason, Lauren, David.
Politicians and MPs and that. They're annoying, aren't they?
They are annoying.
Can I be a dissenting voice? Am I the only person in the country who thinks that they're getting a bit of a raw deal and the whole expenses thing is a lot of fuss about nothing? We haven't got a media outcry. We're not all up in arms about the fact that people who work in office nick post-it notes or people who work in shops nick the odd bag of crisps. We don't have a media outcry about plumbers, builders, electricians who insist on being paid cash so they can avoid the taxes. Why politicians? If you want to clean your moat, clean your bloody moat, I'll pay for it. If you have 2 toilet seats, shitting on 1 toilet seat does get boring. Have 2 toilet seats.
There was a national...
If your husband and your son bloody want to sit all day watching porn at home, then I'll happily pay for it. Have a family wank on me, politicians. Am I the only person who thinks like that?
My favourite one was Alistair Darling claimed 48 quid because somebody wrote something uncomplimentary on his front door. Now, he lives at number 11 Downing Street. The only person that could have been was Gordon Brown. It's like he's gone out and gone, fuck you prick, there's your 50 quid, there.
I can tell you, it's not in the top 5, but politicians are also on the list of things that people find annoying. Sean's team.
Is it swearing, Jimmy?
Well, swearing does offend people.
People are offended by swearing, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of rules now about swearing, aren't there? I mean, you can't use the C word on television unless you're talking about Piers Morgan.
True story.
I think with swearing on telly and people get annoyed about it, but I think, you know, I'm not a massive swearer generally, but you do see people getting angry, like, even on this show they'll complain, like Jonathan Ross will complain, you know, all these things, you think, well, it's adult entertainment, it's after 10 o'clock, deal with it. You know, if Trevor McDonald starts doing it, then write in, you know what I mean? If you go, oh, fuck you, then I go, fair enough, I'll write in my bloody self.
Dennis, do you think people are more offended by swearing in the States?
I think, yes. Yes.
Good, OK, I'll write that down.
Michael Jackson famously never swore in his life, although you can't help feeling that maybe his problems came out in other ways that we don't know about.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't be swearing in front of kids anyway.
Yeah,
so
yeah, you're not swearing in front of kids.
OK, let's see if swearing is one of the most offensive things. Yes, 24% of people in Britain are offended by swearing. According to BBC guidelines, the most offensive terms are the C word and the F word. But we're on Channel 4, so we can say whatever the fuck we like, and those can't do anything about it. Couple more to get. Fingers on buzzers.
Is it smoking?
Smoking.
Smoking, people find that irritating.
I've never smoked, but I do. If I did smoke, I would like to maybe smoke a pipe. When you see a fellow with a pipe, it gives him a little bit of thinking time, a little bit of gravitas, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean? Like, ask us a question.
Which continent is Italy in?
Europe, right? Look stupid, don't I? Watch it with the pipe, right? Ready? Ask me again.
Which continent is Italy in?
Europe.
Good point, yeah.
Any gravitas?
The pipe is really a dying art as well. You just sort of don't see you never see like an 18-year-old guy in a hoodie going.
I like that.
So smoking, you're a smoker, Sean. You don't find it annoying, surely?
No, I think smoking's great. I think more people should smoke. It's brilliant.
I've given up 8 weeks.
How did you do it, Rod? Did you do
I just
hypnotherapy or
stopped smoking them.
Right.
They're so expensive.
My dad caught me
What
smoking.
happened?
My dad caught me smoking.
What happened?
He did that thing. He took me into a room and he said, right, you got out 20 Embassy, and he said, right, smoke them. You know, so I smoked them because I'd run out. I smoked a few, and I finished those, and he went, there's another pack, smoke them. I said, it's all right, Dad, I understand. I smoke those, I feel sick, I give up. He goes, no, keep smoking. You collect the coupons, I want to get a hostess trolley. Your mum.
Do you find it annoying, David? You don't mind, do you?
They say smoking is a sort of... it's a nipple substitute.
Yeah. I'd rather have a tit in my mouth, obviously. I'd much rather have a tit in my mouth. I go, like, I've had a cup of tea, I'll have a tit in my mouth.
See, I wouldn't mind doing that passively, then. That'd be all right.
Do they find it offensive in the United Kingdom when pregnant women, or not pregnant women, when lactating women feed their children in public?
Not like in America, no, not
don't
as
like
much.
it.
I mean...
We like it.
You like it?
I find it offensive. What I find offensive is when they're breastfeeding in public and then they sort of move away so you can't see. Yeah, and I think, what do you think? Do you think I'm getting some kind of sexual thrill of you feeding your child? No.
My wife's got lots of friends who've got breastfeeding babies at the moment and that, and you can't... Sometimes you just walk in the room, start chatting to them, and it's only a few minutes into the conversation you realise they've got a tit out, and you sort of... Then, you never kept eye contact as much as when someone's got a tit out. You can't even break eye contact. You can never leave that conversation until that baby has finished eating.
Have you tasted... Don't take this the wrong way.
OK.
Have you tasted your wife's breast milk?
Well, we ran out of milk once, and... no, you know when it was snowing a lot and we didn't want to go out? We were snowed in, and those Special K are ranked by themselves, so...
They've banned advertising, haven't they? They've banned advertising, particularly at sporting events, like the snooker championship. It used to be sponsored by Embassy, and they've banned that. And now it's sponsored by Pucker Pies. And I was thinking, that's not really solving the problem. That's just moving it down an organ. But also, no more hypocrisy, right? They've banned smoking sponsorship, but they let Mercury sponsor the music prize. That stuff's lethal.
Right, let's have a look and see whether smoking is up there. Yes, 30% of us are irritated by smoking. Famous smokers include Albert Einstein, Winston Churchill, Alfred Hitchcock and Humphrey Bogart. It's like a who's who of what's that shadow on my lung. Smoking was invented in Central America by the ancient Mayans, who were sick of standing around outside office buildings in winter with nothing to do. Right, what else do the nation find irritating, annoying and offensive? One more thing to get.
Is it teenagers?
Teenagers?
Because a lot of people are scared of teenagers. But, you know, I'm not scared of teenage boys, unless they're threatening to go to the press, of course.
Oh, it's funny because it's true.
It's a worrying age, that, though, isn't it? That sort of 16 to 18 is weird, because you're allowed to have sex at 16, but you're not allowed to watch people on a rude video having sex till you're 18. So there's 2 years.
You can have sex, you just can't look down.
Yeah.
I do think it's a lot. I think it's unfair. They do that thing to stop teenagers. They've got that noise, that buzzing noise, a mosquito it's called. They put it outside shops, and it discourages teenagers from congregating outside, you know, shops and shopping centres.
What's it sound like?
And that's it's sort of. We can't
don't
hear
know.
It. You're definitely too old to hear it.
Right.
No, sorry, Janice. You
No
walked into
worries.
that.
I'll
It's
get
all
you
right.
later.
Yeah, all right, fine. It's discrimination, isn't it? If you couldn't do that to any other group in society, create a noise or something to stop the congregation. Like, if you put outside that you didn't want old people to go down into the shopping centre, you just have people dressed up in German uniforms going, Peppers? Where are you, Peppers?
Did you read that about that 8-year-old who got an ASBO to stop him carrying DIY tools around his neighbourhood because he was terrorising people? And when they questioned him, he said, I just like Bob the Builder. Right, and that was his thing. 8 years old. I was like, I don't remember that episode. Like, Bob the Builder cut his face off. Terrifying.
OK, I can tell you it is not in the top 5, but some people find teenagers annoying. OK, what go on? One more to get.
Is it noise? Is it noise? Is it noise?
Stop it.
Is it noise? Is it repetitive noises? People keep making
Somebody
noises.
call the doctors. He's
that
lost
noise?
it.
Is it noise, Jimmy? Will you say something, you fucking robot?
I'm going to chip in a minute when you stop pressing the fucking button.
Is it noise?
Like noise pollution, innit? Noise pollution, innit?
Is it noise, Jimmy? Is it noise?
Jimmy, help!
It's too late for you.
Jimmy! Jimmy!
Is it noise?
All right.
Are you all right?
He's lost his
Do you need a cuddle?
marbles.
I'm all right.
We're all right now, Jimmy.
Is it fucking noise?
Yes. Yeah, noise pollution, yeah. Noise
I
pollution.
think people take it a bit too serious. I was in the...
Noise?
Yeah. Like, people go on
take
about
noise
it.
too
Have
seriously.
you ever been in the quiet carriage of a Virgin train?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Hey.
brilliant. If you like tutting, you are in luck.
I was in there the other day, right, and I was watching Kirby Enthusiasm on the old laptop there. I got the earphones in, I was having a little chuckle. This woman come over and she went, can you stop laughing? How miserable do you need to get to when somebody's laughter is hurting your ears?
You shouldn't have been using it in the quiet carriage. Not even
I
on
had
it. Not even on
headphones
it. It doesn't matter when you've
It
got
does.
headphones in. You can still hear it.
No, you can't.
Of course you can.
No,
Have you
you
never
can't.
heard somebody on the train with headphones in? You can still hear
That's
what they're doing.
R&B, not bloody Jewish humour.
It doesn't matter what it is. R&B isn't louder than Kirby Enthusiasm if the volume level's on the same thing.
Yeah, he's right. Imagine if you were watching 8 out of 10 Cats and you just heard me going, is it noise? Is it noise?
No, in a quiet carriage, people take it, even just having a little chat sometimes, people come over and give it the old shh. You go, I just think it's the wrong way round.
Quite rightly. What do you mean it should be the other way around? You think somebody should come up to you and go, shh, and then you talk?
No, I think...
What are you saying?
I think somebody talking quietly on the phone, like, yes, right, that is quieter than, like, four, like, Yorkshire girls on a hen party, like, we're going to London!
Listen, a Boeing 743 is probably quieter than a bloody 747. Doesn't mean you can stick one in the quiet carriage, you dick.
It is worth pointing out Rhod is the most miserable man in the world. Noise pollution was always going to annoy you.
I didn't...
Do you know what?
You've annoyed me since you said people take noise too
They
seriously.
do take it too seriously.
Oh, come on, give me another example. You were playing a trombone in a funeral.
But music's got to be like allowed sometimes.
You just
No,
what?
You want to go to Glastonbury and it's like, oh, well, we just keep it down a bit.
No, but Glastonbury hasn't got a quiet section, has it?
It doesn't have the silent disco.
I saw you play Glastonbury. It was well quiet in that tent.
I've never played Glastonbury. And if you did that...
You call me a dick?
I think comedians are the bravest men in the world. Let's give these guys a hand. I mean, you have to be so brave. You know,
I'd say...
You guys are so funny and smart.
We are so brave.
Comedians.
So brave.
I think our
comedians.
audience are not American and have
I'd
gone,
say-
really? Do we? Because I've heard psychiatric nurses work quite hard. There's a certain amount of bravery in the armed forces as well. But yes, I suppose you've got a point with comedians.
I love comedians.
OK, let's have a look and see whether noise pollution is one of the most irritating things.
Yeah.
Yes, 24% of us are irritated by noise pollution. I hate people that make loud noise on public transport, particularly explosions. So, those are the top 5 things that offend the nation. But there are other things that Brits find annoying, irritating and offensive. Cold callers annoy us. You pick up the phone and it's a strange foreign voice you don't recognise, babbling about something you're not interested in. Mr. Jimmy, I have your baby now. Please send the money. I just put the phone down. So, at the end of the round, Sean, Janice and Rhod have 2 points. Jason, David and Lauren have 3 points. Our next round is pick of the polls. Jason's team, you want to go first? What do you like the look of?
Yes, we'll go for the picture of the pub.
Pub.
OK, here's a clip from the toughest pubs in Britain to illustrate your question.
What kind of hard bastard drinks in the Wyndham Arms? Old hard bastards.
And this is the best pub in fucking Wales.
The regulars are happy to fight amongst themselves. Dogsy and Derek can't agree on who ran away when they picked a fight with 7 Gurkhas.
My bastard ran away. You can't fight yourself. Yeah, you bastard coward. You ran away.
Bob found a novel way to intimidate some French tourists.
And they were all talking, so I set my hair alight. And Mum said, oh, you stinking the fucking place out. How many sit-ups can you do?
That was Rhod Gilbert's dad there.
So the only thing that's hard in that pub is their prostates.
OK, 30% of people think what should be banned from pubs?
Those men. Is it pork scratchings?
Pork scratching banned from pubs? No.
Pork scratchings.
Pork scratchings, what they are, they're bits of the pig. They're like the skin of the pig, and they're cooked. They're crackling. Basically, it's like a pig jigsaw. You can actually make a pig.
Pig saw, yeah.
Pig saw.
Eat them. Imagine me dating this guy. Where we go? We're going to go eat pigs, jigsaw pigs on the date.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I
no,
don't think
we're
he's
not.
asking you out, Janice.
I'm imagining
He's
in my
just telling you what
mind.
pork scratchings are.
Yeah, but we would go out, and I'd give you a pint of bitter and say, eat that, or you're not getting a lift home.
I'd do it.
Yeah. No, they're
I'd
a
fuck you in the
delicacy. They're
taxi.
really nice with bitter. What?
I'd fuck you in the taxi hard.
Right, OK.
I'd ride you hard all the way home.
Really? Right.
Wow.
You'd like them, pork scratchings, you really would.
No, I would not.
Rhod, is this OK for you? Is this
No.
like when your mum and dad get off in front of you? 30% of people think what should be banned from pubs?
Is it mobile phones?
Mobile phones is a good suggestion, I would say. They are kind of annoying, but no, it's not.
I'll tell you what I'd like to ban is confit of duck. I don't think you should ever be sitting in a pub and someone walking around and go, confit of duck, rack of lamb. That should never be heard in a pub. I'm not a fan of the gastropub. What's happened is all these pubs are serving food and they're all full up with people. Pubs used to be half empty.
Pubs are cool.
They were great. They were great. Just a few and a couple of other blokes and you had a chat. Now, it's full of people having meals. Couples going... You go, I can't even get a seat. It's just shit.
Is it children? Because I don't know if they have them really in the rest of the country, but in the north they have, like, fun pubs. Just basically, like, one
Fun
off of it
pubs.
is a giant padded cell that the children go in.
Sort of tucks
The
on
wacky warehouse, and then the adults just get pissed in the other half. That can't be right.
No, they should be getting pissed
be
in
right.
the wacky warehouse. Because that's the safest place to be. I'm falling down a pipe!
But yeah, maybe it's kids, because there's lots of kind of...
It's kids.
That is the right answer.
Oh,
Smart.
great.
Yes, 30% of people think children should be banned from pubs. You do sometimes see kids in pubs with their dad, or alco-pops, as they probably call him. Sean, Janice and Rhod, what do you like the look of?
The woman with the lips.
OK, you've chosen the woman checking herself out in the mirror.
Right.
Here is a clip from Snog, Marry, Avoid to illustrate your question.
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm a sexy scouser. I love feeling really sexy and looking dead sexy.
I'm bringing sexy back.
I just love feeling sexy. Sexy and sophisticated. I like wearing sexy stuff.
Get your sexy on.
I just love wearing false tan because it just makes you look perfect. It makes me feel sexier and a lot more attractive. I'm actually putting a towel around me because I did forget to bring me clothes. So I've got to go over the towel. Look, my towel fell off. The colour on my face is progressing and it's getting a bit darker. Just like being fake.
That was from a show called Snog, Marry, Avoid. I think we all agree avoid? Yes?
Yeah. Have you seen that show? That show should just be called Avoid, Avoid, Avoid.
OK, we asked our audience, do you think Brits place too much importance on the way we look?
I think you look a lot better than Americans.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, I do.
Wow, that's like...
Stop it, you.
That's amazing.
Example, Jimmy's wearing a custom-made Dolce something or other, and you are in plaid.
Is that what this is?
But that's...
What about me?
This is
You're fab.
George from Asda. I don't know if you know it.
Thing with that, you're only paying for the label. Rhod, do you spend a lot of time thinking about how you look?
I don't know. What's the average? How much
You
do you
didn't
spend?
shave before you came on.
No, I didn't shave, but then I don't shave. I have it like that. I trim it to that kind of length.
And on your neck, too?
Yeah, on my neck too. Yeah, all over pretty much.
You don't shave your balls?
I don't shave my balls. No, I did. I tried to shave. I tried to cut them once with the scissors, but I was drunk and it went straight through. I think genuinely, I was in a hotel in South Africa and everybody was talking about doing it, and I didn't realise everybody did it. So I went back to my room, took out a hairdressing scissors because I cut my own hair, and had to go downstairs and literally just knock through.
Oh. Can I stop you on the I cut my own hair?
Yeah.
Do you cut your own hair?
Yeah.
OK.
Why? That's the bit you think I made up?
David, do you think people care too much about their appearance?
Well, I do enjoy a facial, but that's nothing to do with... What do you think, Janice, about all these celebrities who have plastic surgery?
I just have to look in the mirror.
No, don't say you've had something done. No, you haven't had anything done.
I was not born with these.
What about the face?
I've had the face done, too.
Fair play.
What have you had done?
My punani.
Are you married?
No.
You're not? Are
No.
you straight?
Yes. I think so.
He would say yes. And
You've opened a can of worms there, Janice.
No, because I love that pink shirt you're wearing.
Yeah. That's not the campest thing about him.
OK, do you think Brits place too much importance on the way we look? What are you going to go for, Jason?
No, I've seen...
No, you don't think
I
so?
don't think so.
OK,
No, I don't
and
think
you're going to go for...
I'll probably go for no.
No, let's go yes.
Yes.
All right, go yes then. Yes,
OK.
they do.
You're going yes? Well, I can tell you, the answer is yes.
See,
71% of our studio audience think Brits place too much importance on the way we look. Someone silence her. Plastic surgery can go too far. David Guest looks like he's escaped from a Batman movie and then celebrated with some bad plastic surgery. And that joke, of course, was originally about you.
Go ahead, I can take it, Jimmy.
That's going in the wank bank. OK, so at the end of that round, it's 3 points for Sean's team and 4 points for Jason's team. And And the winner is the name of our final round. Here is your first one. Person Brits find most offensive.
Dave fuck. He's a friend of mine. He's just got one of those unfortunate names, isn't he?
Dave.
I know it is. It's that fat bastard from the Go Compare adverts. Go Compare! It's not me, by the way, but... Go Compare! Right. Go Compare!
I've had enough of this.
Shut the fuck up, man!
His name is Wyn Evans, and he's from my own town, and he's a very nice chap.
He's whining.
And that is bloody true, that
But
is.
if I ever see him in a quiet carriage, I'll tell him to get nuts.
It better not be Katie Price.
No.
Katie Price is the second most offensive person.
Is it Andrew Lloyd Webber's face? It's terrifying.
He's so nice. I love him.
Sorry, you're saying he's so nice. I'm guessing...
very nice.
You didn't, did you?
I did a TV show with him once.
Is that okay?
Oh, really?
Well, that's all. I just said I know him. He's very nice.
Have you seen I'd Do Anything? That's not the title of your book,
Sir
is it?
Lloyd Webber. If it has a pulse, I'll do it.
Well, I feel hurt now. I think it's David Attenborough. I think people are offended by David because he's brought so much filth into the living rooms of Britain. I've sat down expecting to watch some television and I've had to watch hippos having sex. And I think this is all your fault, David, you dirty bastard. And you know, when he films them, he films like the safe English version, then he films a continental hardcore version. And he goes, "Where do you think you're going, Pingu? Get back on the rock."
Person Brits find most offensive?
I know. Go on.
Nick Griffin. It's got to be Nick Griffin.
That is correct.
Lovely.
Yes, the person Brits find most offensive is BNP leader Nick Griffin.
He has got a face like it's like a sock with marbles in it. I know, he's sort of like...
That's because he shot himself in the eye, didn't he?
I was going to go as him for Halloween last year and just sellotape some meat to my face. But it seemed like a bit of a waste of pig in the end, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I didn't bother. But yeah, he's a c***, isn't he?
Host of The Culture Show, Lauren Laverne. OK, most hated profession?
Sniper. Well, you know, you're just going down the shops, aren't you? Oh, well! How about popcorn sellers at cinemas? How much? Popcorn?
That's my favourite thing about going to the cinema, like trying to keep a straight face when you go, £8.50 for a Coke and popcorn.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's very reasonable.
It's hyperinflation, isn't it? It's like...
You've not been to a normal shop.
I don't think they should sell popcorn. Popcorn's too noisy for the cinema. It's too... That's all you can hear.
Who's taking noise a bit too seriously?
It's too bloody noisy. For the cinema and for the quiet carriage. They should only sell flumps. That's all they should be allowed, flumps.
Janice, most hated profession? What do you think?
Parking ticket guys.
Correct answer.
Oh. Really?
Yeah. Yes, the most hated profession is traffic wardens. I get confused by the different titles. There's traffic warden, civil enforcement officer, parking attendant. Someone needs to come up with a blanket term for these arseholes. OK, top thing women hate to be called.
Malcolm. They hate it, don't they? All right, Malcolm.
I know. They don't like being called the lodger.
Is it mate? Oi, mate!
Mate is number 4 on the list. You're on the right line.
I've actually accidentally called my wife mate. Sometimes, just like you're having a chat and you go, "Do you want a cup of tea?" You go, "Yeah, I'll have a cup of tea, mate." She goes, "What did you just call me?" And you go, "No, mate, like, you know, like in the animal kingdom, like mates, like mate."
Making a cup of tea is not the worst time you could have done that.
No,
All right, mate.
Do you like that,
Oi, oi.
Probably love.
Love is number 2.
Darling. Sweet
Darling.
cheeks.
Little lady.
Darling's number
Candy
7.
pants.
Oh, OK,
Sugar
you're getting all
tits.
them. What was the other one?
Fat arse.
So what was that?
Sugar tits.
Sugar tits? Sugar tits are like my 2 favourite things come together. Sounds brilliant.
Is it Babe?
That is the right answer.
Oh, lovely stuff. Yeah, walking away.
Yes, the top thing women hate to be called is babe. Emmeline Pankhurst worked tirelessly with the suffragettes for years to stop casual misogyny. If you're watching, Emily, nice one, darling. Well, that sound tells me it's the end of the round and the end of the show, which means the final scores are Sean, Janice and Rhod have 4 points, but Jason, David and Lauren have won with 6 points. thanks to all our panellists, our wonderful studio audience, and to all of you for watching at home. That's it from us. Good night.